Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Rude Boy Mitch here, and today we're going to take a look at the My Rise in WWE 2K25. We are going to see exactly kind of what direction they may be going as well. So if you guys like the video, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. Without further ado, let's dive into it. So the first thing we're taking a look at here is it looks like the overall screenshot of menu and the way that they're gonna go about it a little bit. So you have your main menu, and then as soon as you click into it, you'll probably enter into different menus and so on and so forth to get a little bit more detail once the game releases. So this is what the menu looks like for as far as thoughts, impressions. It looks pretty clean. It's pretty nice. It doesn't look like you're gonna get too frustrated and cycling through menus. So, and as far as that, it doesn't look all that bad. The next thing that we are going to talk about is it looks like they are calling the My Rise Mutiny as far as the Mutiny storyline. So that's kind of interesting as far as wondering what direction they're going to go with it. I remember way back when they did the storyline in terms of when everybody kind of walked out on Triple H and it was just John Cena and CM Punk and all them. So I don't know if they're going to go that quiet direction, but it does look very interesting in terms of what they could be doing. The other thing that was very noticeable in terms of their reveal is you got to see the new Raw arena, and you also got to see the new SmackDown arena. So that's kind of cool that it's really updated, and we're going to get these updated features in the game to make it a little bit more on the presentation side. So that's amazing as well. It also looks like in the My Rise story, it looks like we're going to have a lot of branching paths that we're going to get to choose from. I know as soon as you start, you're going to be able to choose the men or the women's as far as like you could in the past games, but it looks like you can choose like a personality type in which route you want to go. Now, according to the devs, they do say that each story or each choice is going to be significantly different than the others. So I guess we'll just kind of have to wait and see how that pans out. It also looks like they're going to implement the draft into the storyline, which is really, really cool. I really enjoy anything with the draft, any type of story with a draft. So it's always nice to just have that in to mix it up. I know in past games, it was kind of like you chose whether you want to go to Raw or NXT or SmackDown. But if it's a full length story where you go through the draft and each brand has its own branching storylines along with the branching choices we have, I think that's going to make this a lot more exciting for multiple playthrough. Also, it looks like that we're going to have a lot of interaction with some WWE wrestlers as far as the way the story progresses, which is always nice. But they have still continued the exact same formula as the past rises, where you choose a HUD and then you're like, okay, I switch to this person, I switch to this person, I switch to that person. And they're still continuing to run with the social media thing. I understand that social media is a big part in any type of form of entertainment, but I mean, I wish there was just a little bit more that we could interact with and do. If you're gonna give us, you know, a little bit of a sample of it, why not just give us the entire plate and just kind of let us run wild? But this is a screenshot of the way CM Punk looks. His model looks really good. So I'm kind of interested to see how he plays a role in this My Rise. But it's going to be really fun to just kind of mess around and see the branching storylines in terms of which way you want to go with your specific character. Also, the devs talked about how the intergender is going to play a little bit of a part in the My Rise story, which is kind of a cool feature because this is technically the first returning year that we've had the intergender matches. So it's nice to see it implemented into the story just for a change up, a little bit different pace of things. So that's kind of neat that they showed off a little bit of gameplay when it comes to that. And that's pretty much everything that the devs had showed as far as in terms of the new My Rise story situation, gameplay. And I'm kind of excited for it because of the fact that I'm curious on how it's going to show the Rude Boy Mitch Chronicles a little bit more in terms of the series that I've been working on. Are you guys excited for it? If you guys are, please definitely leave some comments below and we'll talk about it. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. Don't forget to subscribe. And for more fantasy wrestling news, right here at Rude Boy Mitch.